Welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about how content marketing can help your business. Did you know that at any given time, only 3% of the prospects out there are ready to buy? Yet most companies spend the lion's share of their budget marketing to just those 3% and forgetting about the other 97%. Well, we need to flip that on its head so that your pipeline is always full of customers and you reach all of them. So at one point when they are ready to buy, they think of you. So stick around. I'm going to share with you 5 reasons why content marketing is so valuable and what you can do about it. So I talked about how 3% of our customers at any given time are ready to buy, but we spend the majority of our time and effort just catering to those 3%. Well, that is leaving so much on the table for your competitors, and we don't want to do that. So we have to rethink how we are handling our marketing and the audience that we're catering to, and not be talking in a way that is always about, are you ready to buy? Are you ready to buy? How about now? How about now? So that's my number one thing, is rethink your marketing methods and start to focus on, what if they're not ready to buy for a month? What about for 3 months? What about for a year? Now, I don't know how long your sales cycle is, but start thinking about the different messages that you could be sending out and that mix that's going to appeal to everybody wherever they are in their buyer's journey. And the number 2 reason why content marketing is so important, how it can help your business, is that it's so cost effective. Now, there's, of course, traditional advertising, and you can spend a mint on reaching people through advertising. But again, you're probably only appealing to those 3%. So content marketing is really the most fantastic cost-effective tool you can use to reach the other 97%. And if done right, you're going to reach all 100%. And the people that are ready to buy will notice you, as well as the people who are just starting to think about whether they want to buy. And the number 3 reason why content marketing can be so helpful for your business is that it's going to help you stand out in a crowded marketplace. I'm sure you have competitors, and it can help you if you do it well. That doesn't mean that the person or the company that pushes out the most content wins. On the contrary, what we're starting to see, so I study consumer behavior, and what I'm seeing is artificial intelligence is making it so much easier for anybody to push out mountains of content. So volume is not the thing here. We're not talking about quantity. While that may have been the case before, and the company with the biggest budget who could do the most content creation would get noticed the most, that is not true today, because we take notice of companies that do it well, and we are turned off by companies that just do it frequently, and they're just constantly saying the same thing over and over and over again. That is a very pre-pandemic way of marketing. Today, you will stand out if you have a different mix of topics, of media, where you're doing some video, you're doing some pictures, you're doing different platforms, you're doing some text, you're doing a whole different mix of different types of outreach within the parameters of your staff ability, of your budget ability, of course. We know that the smaller your staff, the smaller your budget, you can't do it all. So of course you have to pick out what is the most lucrative for you. Where are you seeing the most engagement? Where are you seeing the most results? You do not have to be on every single platform. What I'm suggesting is you take time and resources and money away from things that aren't serving you, from things that aren't getting you results, things that you feel like you just have to do, and put them toward, go all in on a couple things that you know are going to help you to stand out. And so if that means one platform plus maybe text marketing, or if that means you need to be on 3 platforms with maybe a little bit of advertising, you've got to determine your own marketing mix based on what you know works. And if you're not sure, do a little dabbling here and there and track your numbers over the course of 1, 2, or 3 months. And run reports weekly, and you will see the trends based on how often you're posting, where you're posting, what you're posting, and it'll give you some valuable feedback. The number 4 reason why content marketing is such a good idea for any size business is that it builds trust. So when your buyers first, at the very beginning of their journey into buying your product or service and buying from you or a competitor and just doing their research, it's going to help you build trust at the very beginning. And that is crucially important because while your competitors are busy just talking about their features and benefits and selling to the 3%, you smartly will be marketing beyond features and benefits and telling a mix of stories which build trust and get you noticed. They help you stand out. So look for my other videos on what to talk about in the right mix of different topics. I've got a whole thing on the 7 pillars that you can follow when you're creating your content. But just know that stories are the number 1 way for you to stand out in a crowded marketplace, stand out on very crowded social media channels, and stand out in a crowded inbox and tell those stories differently using a mixture of mediums and a mixture of topics and themes for those postings, those stories that you're telling, and those are going to help you to build that trust that is so critical. And just to give you some samples, you can find more information about it in my other videos, but we've got to focus on not just sales and marketing pitches, but we've got to focus on stories of your staff, stories of your customers. How did somebody use your product or service and have amazing success? What's a valuable lesson that you learned? And by the way, I said you, meaning you as a human. We can't always market as our business because 90% of people distrust business. So it's finding your voice as well as a marketer, as a business owner, whatever your role is, and telling a range of stories. And that's gonna help you build trust. And the 5th reason why content marketing matters so much and how you can do it well, that reason is that it makes you memorable. And we know there's all sorts of adages about you have to have 9 touches with a customer, 17 touches, 57 touches. We need to stand out in order to build that trust and in order to be the most memorable so that when it does come time for them to buy, they think of you. So again, this comes to not marketing just to that 3%, but by marketing them where they're at along that buyer's journey, however long that is, and giving them different information that's going to help them along the way. That is what's going to help you do those 3 critical things of standing out, of building trust, and being more memorable. And in this time and age, it is all those things post-pandemic that are going to help you win more business. So stop focusing on just the 3%, and this is going to help you tremendously in your content marketing game. If you found this information valuable, check out these other videos. I'm going to make sure and attach the one that is for specifically the 7 content pillars. If you haven't watched that one, give that a look. I think it'll help you out a lot. Thanks.